Mr. Greeley flashed exceptional speed, racing first or second 11 times in 16 starts, including 2 important graded stakes at Gulfstream Park.
It's all Mr. Greeley who's giving them the slip in the last furlong. And there's a sparkling victory here by Mr. Greeley, off last, and he strides powerfully under the line to a 6-length win.
Mr. Greeley won or placed in 7 stakes as a 3-year-old, including a victory over Canadian Horse of the Year Peaks and Valleys in the Lafayette Stakes in 1:21-2, one of the fastest 7 furlongs in Keeneland history.
In the final furlong, it's Mr. Greeley in front with Peaks and Valleys taking second, Tethra third, but nearing the wire, it's Mr. Greeley in front.
A son of leading sire Gone West, Mr. Greeley ran fractions of 22-3, 44-3, and 108-3 in the Grade 2 Jerome Handicap, which was clocked in 1:33-2, earning Mr. Greeley a 1:11 Beyer speed figure.
An excruciating half mile of 44-3, and the speed duel continues on the turn. Mr. Greeley and Reality Road full tilt on the lead. 7 lengths back to French Deputy running third.
And his gritty performance against older horses in the Breeders' Cup Sprint proved him the fastest 3-year-old sprinter of 1995.
It's Mr. Greeley and Julie Crone with a short lead as the field now turns for home. The opening quarter in a sensational 21 3/5 seconds. Desert Stormer running the race of her life today. Down inside, Desert Stormer, Mr. Greeley, headlong into the final furlong.
Now Mr. Greeley is ready to pass on his blazing speed at Bruce Klein's Dixiana Farm in Lexington, Kentucky. A Keeneland July selected yearling out of the multiple stakes producer Long Legend by Reviewer. Mr. Greeley was trained by Nick Zito for the partnership of William Condren and Joseph Cornacchia. After finishing second in his first 2 starts at Saratoga, Mr. Greeley broke his maiden impressively at Belmont Park in his 3rd start as a 2-year-old. With regular jockey Julie Crone aboard, Mr. Greeley set all the fractions in this 1-mile event and drew off to win by 6 lengths.
Off the turn and into the stretch, Mr. Greeley still cruising. Mr. Greeley just romping past the 8th pole with a 5-length lead. Arizona full out trying to get to Mr. Greeley, who is just toying with them today. Mr. Greeley was much the best and waltzes home.
And Mr. Greeley wrapped up his juvenile campaign with an easy allowance victory at Aqueduct. Mr. Greeley had plenty left to hold off the eventual graded 6 winner Fort Stockton by 3 lengths.
And Mr. Greeley has a 4-length lead. Fort Stockton racing second, Testability dropping back on the rail. Then it's Patton Jack and Manila Thriller. They're coming for the 16th pole. Mr. Greeley leading it by 3.5 lengths. Fort Stockton is second, the others are far back. Mr. Greeley wins it by 3.
Mr. Greeley began his 3-year-old season at Gulfstream Park with 2 graded stakes victories and a 2nd-place finish in 3 starts. The year began with an easy front-running score as the 3-5 favorite in the Grade 3 Spectacular Bid Breeders' Cup. The final winning margin was 6 1/4 lengths.
But up front, Mr. Greeley is cruising with less than 3 furlongs to run. Mr. Greeley showing the way, coming to the quarter pole there by a length and a half. Turning for home, Mr. Greeley, who ran a half mile here in 46 3/5 seconds. On the outside, Dice Flow. Down toward the inside, MJ Claims. Sea Emperor on the far outside. And Make Me. But it's all Mr. Greeley who's giving them the slip in the last furlong. And there's a sparkling victory here by Mr. Greeley, off last, and he strides powerfully under the line to a 6-length win.
After running a determined second in the Grade 2 Hutchison Stakes to the highly regarded Ballot Wager, Mr. Greeley got back on the winning track here in the Grade 3 Swale Stakes. The even money favorite, Mr. Greeley bobbled at the start before being rushed up to take the lead at the half-mile pole. From there, he cruised home by 3/4 of a length over Devious Course, with classic contender Pyramid Peak third. The time was a sharp 1:22 flat.
It's Sittin' Cool with the two-pronged challenge from Mr. Greeley to his inside, Kennecker to his outside, just in behind Devious Course. Pyramid Peak down on the fence running fifth, 2 lengths back to Don Juan. As they move into the fire turn, Mr. Greeley has come on to take the lead. Mr. Greeley in front, Sittin' Cool second. On the inside, Pyramid Peak running third with Devious Course alongside him. Kennecker is back to fifth, and farther back Don Juan. Moving toward the quarter pole, Mr. Greeley holding on, short lead, Sittin' Cool right there. Devious Course and Pyramid Peak in behind them. Coming down toward the final furlong now. Mr. Greeley, a short lead. In between horses, Devious Course trying to come on through. And on the inside, it's Pyramid Peak running third, 16th from the line. Mr. Greeley fully extended to hold off Devious Course. And here's the line, Mr. Greeley and Julie Crone back to the winner's circle to win it.
Despite the temptation to point him for the classics, trainer Nick Zito, who had won the Kentucky Derby with Strike the Gold and Go for Gin, elected to keep Mr. Greeley at sprint distances for his 3-year-old campaign. Next up was the Grade 3 Lafayette Stakes at Keeneland, and a battle with Peaks and Valleys, who would go on to win the Grade 1 Molson Million and the Grade 1 Meadowlands Cup and be named Canadian Horse of the Year. But with Crone aboard the 6-5 favorite Mr. Greeley, this race was no contest.
Into the turn now, Mr. Greeley opens the lead. Has it by 2.5 lengths. Still down along the inside, Tethra second. Sierra Diablo moves to the outside third, gap of 3. Then it's Peaks and Valleys, Car Dealer, Waybridge, and Everlasting Hope trails. Into the stretch, Mr. Greeley in front. Has it a length and a half. Peaks and Valleys is gaining ground from the rail. Center of the track, that's Tethra. In the final furlong, it's Mr. Greeley. In front with Peaks and Valleys taking second, Tethra third, but nearing the wire, it's Mr. Greeley in front.
After fractions of 22 3, 44 4, and 109 flat, Mr. Greeley stopped the timer in 1:21 2, one of the fastest 7 furlongs in Keeneland history. Mr. Greeley was impressive in 3 runner-up finishes in graded stakes to wrap up his 3-year-old campaign. He was beaten only a neck in the Grade 3 Reaver Ridge Handicap before turning in this top effort in the Grade 2 Jerome Handicap at a flat mile. Sitting just off the flank of Reality Road, who set quick opening fractions of 22 3 and 44 3, Mr. Greeley took the lead after 6 furlongs in 108 3.
An excruciating half mile of 44 3, and the speed duel continues on the turn. Mr. Greeley and Reality Road full tilt on the lead. 7 lengths back to French Deputy running third. Suave Prospect takes to the outside, and now Topicout begins to roll, and he'll come through on the inside. Mr. Greeley running away from Reality Road. French Deputy set down for the drive.
And while Reality Road faded to last after demanding fractions, Mr. Greeley held on to finish second to French Deputy in a very sharp 1:33 2, earning a 1:11 buyer figure. With an impressive record of 3 graded stakes victories and 3 second-place finishes in graded stakes during the year, Mr. Greeley was primed for another top effort in the Breeders' Cup Sprint.
Well, Mr. Greeley has come up to the race the way we want him. He runs better when you run him fresh. His races, when you give him space in between, he runs very, very well. And now he'll have some space in between, and we'll think he'll be all right.
And they're off. Owington was off a beat slowly. Heaver Golf Rose flashing speed on the outside. Desert Stormer aggressively ridden. Desert Stormer now grabs a short lead. Heaver Golf Rose is right there. Track Gal caught 4 wide heading for the turn. Mr. Greeley comes on through. It's Mr. Greeley.
13 of the top sprinters in the world, including 11 older sprinters, went postward at Belmont Park for the $1 million Breeders' Cup Sprint. Mr. Greeley was one of only 2 3-year-olds in the stellar field. Most of the pre-race attention was focused on the Grade 1 stakes winners, Not Surprising, and You and I. But Mr. Greeley broke sharply and battled Desert Stormer the entire 6 furlongs.
It's Mr. Greeley and Julie Crone with a short lead as the field now turns for home. The opening quarter in a sensational 21 3/5 seconds. Desert Stormer running the race of her life today. Down inside, Desert Stormer, Mr. Greeley headlong into the final furlong. Heaver Golf Rose is running third. Here comes Not Surprising, putting his late bid on the outside. Leader just
fast. He's coming with giant strides down the center of the track. Desert Stormer digging down deep. Turning back the challenge of Mr. Greeley. Here's the line. Desert Stormer, a shocker to win it here by a head.
Although he came up a neck short, Mr. Greeley was valiant in defeat, running 6 furlongs in 109 flat over a track rated good, after fractions of 21-3, 44-2, and 56-2. It was the type of gritty performance that was symbolic of his racing career. Mr. Greeley finished either first or second 11 times in 16 starts, and has been called by his trainer Nick Zito the fastest horse he has ever trained.
Well, he's certainly the fastest horse. There's no question about it. He's extremely fast, very talented, and I can't believe the speed he's had. He's an incredible fast horse, and probably I would have to put him up there with all the top horses I've had.
Mr. Greeley is one of 29 stakes winners sired by Gone West, who ranked as the 3rd leading sire of 1995. Like Mr. Greeley, Gone West won 3 graded stakes as a 3-year-old, the Grade 1 Dwyer, the Grade 2 Gotham, and the Grade 2 Withers.
Gone West draws clear to a 6-length lead. Polish Navy second by 2. Pledge Card on the rail is 3rd, moving up. They pass the 8th pole. The mile 35-3. Gone West has the lead.
A son of Sire of Sires, Mr. Prospector, out of the stakes-winning Secretariat mare Secret Dame, Gone West represents one of the top genetic crosses of modern thoroughbred breeding, and is a primary source of speed and versatility in today's thoroughbred. Gone West is arguably the preeminent young sire in the world today. Runners sired by Gone West have consistently displayed tremendous speed, winning stakes at various distances on both dirt and grass, in the U.S. and in Europe, including English and French champion Zephonic, winner of the fastest classic English 2,000 guineas in history. Gone West, who stands at a stud fee in excess of $100,000, 10 times that of his brilliant son, Mr. Greeley, has sired nearly 24% stakes winners from winners and the earners of nearly $11 million through 1995. Mr. Greeley, who is Gone West's fastest son at stud, is out of the multiple stakes-producing reviewer mare Long Legend, who is the dam of 6 winners, including 4 stakes horses. Mr. Greeley is a half-brother to Majestic Legend, a stakes winner of over $200,000, and to Tall Tale Lady, who placed in 5 graded stakes, including the Grade 2 Alcibiades at Keeneland. Mr. Greeley also is a half-brother to the stakes-placed winner Warfield, who sold for $700,000 as a 2-year-old in training. Long Legend is a full or half-sister to 4 other stakes producers. The second dam of Mr. Greeley, Leonga, was a Group 1 stakes-winning sprinter in Europe, who defeated colts in some of Europe's top events. Champion older female in England, Leonga won or placed in 13 stakes. She won 8 stakes, including the Group 1 Prix Jacques Lemeroy, Group 1 Prix Robert Pepin, and Group 2 Prix de l'Abbé de Longchamp in France, as well as the Group 2 Vernon Sprint Cup and the Group 2 July Cup in England. Leonga also placed in the Group 1 Prix de Moulin de Longchamp in France and the Group 1 Sussex Stakes in England. It is obvious that Mr. Greeley has the pedigree top and bottom to be an outstanding stallion prospect, especially when coupled with the sprinting ability he displayed while winning graded stakes at Gulfstream Park and at Keeneland, and running a determined second in the world's most competitive sprint, the Breeders' Cup Sprint.
Every time I thought there was a fast horse in the race, he'd outrun him, like the Breeders' Cup. So many fast horses. Here he was. He dogged that filly to the wire, and that was an incredible race and incredible fast times when you add them all up, and just an exciting horse, but very exciting for me. I think it'd be a long time before I have a horse as fast as Mr. Greeley, but while it happened, I was very, very happy about it and very appreciative, and I think he's going to be a great stud.